How are you getting on, folks? Um, I know it's been a while, and I know I haven't necessarily been on as much as I should, but just to be quite honest with you, I had an absolutely outrageous busy weekend. Um, just for those who might know, my grandfather turned 100 there on Saturday, and the whole weekend was just really taken up from that, and just like every other day jobs and everything else like that. It was just a little bit too busy to try and fit in, say, the recordings and the uploads and everything else like that in as well. Um, but we're back, we're ready to rock, and hopefully this these few days off are going to really, I suppose, benefit us more so than anything else. We've the batteries recharged and everything else like that. So we're going to try and aim for as many winners as we possibly can. I'm going to be stepping outside the box a little bit now. I could have tried to read the card in Dundalk, and I could have tried to pick a race or a horse for every race tomorrow. I'm not going to do that, simply because my record in Dundalk is pretty poor, to say the least. I'm going to leave that to the lads in Racing Records. They're my flat men for the Irish Racing Hour, so I'm going to leave Dundalk to them and let them pick out as many winners as they possibly can. Now, I'll say that it'd be greatly appreciated, say, for them as well. Just if you check out their YouTube channel. They're called Racing Records. They focus all on Dundalk and everything else like that, and they're fairly solid, and they're fairly sharp on the flat scene, more so than I would be anyway. But what we're going to do tomorrow is we've literally looked through the whole card of racing tomorrow. Now I've two in Ludlow. I've two. Well, I've one in Port, but the other one is my patron pick of the day. I've two in Taunton, and I'm going to chance my arm, and I'm going to go with one in Catterick. Just basically mix things up a little bit, try and find um, the best possible horses out there at generally decent enough prices. I'm going to leave it up to yourselves whether you want to do singles, doubles, trebles, lucky 15s, different things like that. Um, it's completely up to yourselves. I'm just doing this for fun more so than anything else, and I know the fact that I haven't been on recently enough. It's definitely it's just something just to get back into the swing of things, and hopefully I've two, four, six. I've six winner or six horses picked out for tomorrow, hoping we can get six winners, but I'd be happy enough if I got five, to be quite honest with you. I've really put the effort in. I think I've got an awful lot of winners tomorrow. Um, so we may as well crack on with things. I'm going to start off the card in Ludlow. Um, Trying to find Ludlow here now for tomorrow. First race off, the 135 that we will be covering here. Um, I will be personally going with the Skelton duo here with Hatcher at 7-4. Um, Now, it's interesting here simply because Baby King, all right, in fairness to him, like he's coming in here 11 pounds lower. Um, but saying that, the last time he won a race was in 2019. Now that for me is red flags all day. Um, when you want a favorite, you want a favorite that's put up maybe 2, 3, 4 wins on the bounce, generally consistent, consistently winning different things like that. You don't want to be seeing the likes of not winning a race since 2019 as a favorite, and a short enough price favorite at that at 13-8. I think the Skelton duo, obviously, when you look at them and when you look at what they have done so far this year, it's it's really been impressive. Like Harry, I would imagine is going to get. I'd imagine Harry is going to get the champion jockey title now at this stage. I think he's. I know. Look at Brian Hughes is definitely he's close enough to him, but I just think that Harry has that bit of class about him, and I think he's just got that little bit of an edge on him now at this stage, and he should be definitely capable of winning this sort of a race. I know, look at Hatcher is coming down here. He's actually stepping down a little bit in grade, and I know he's coming in here off top weight, off 12 stone 7 pounds. Like it's a monster weight when you think of the Irish weights. Anyway, I think the most I've seen in recent years in Irish racing is, I think, 12 stone. Was it 3 or 4? And that was a horse that was after putting 5 or 6 wins on the bounce. But like I said, he's coming down in class, and he's meeting a fairly weak field. I just think that if Dan and Harry can get him right, he's in a weak contest here, and I just think that Baby King is just a little bit too frustrating for me to follow at 13-8, and I would definitely take him on with Hatcher at 7-4. Now, moving on then to the 240. This one here is another one that I'm liking for today, and this one here is going to be the nap of the day. I cannot stress how much I like Tinkershill Tommy here at 5-4. I think he is absolutely nailed on. When you look at the form lines, we just touched on it there in the previous race about consistent favorites. This horse here, I suppose since the season began, second, first, and first. Now, make of that what you will, but to me, that screams consistency. I look at I cannot look past him. I think he is by far the best horse in the field. There's nothing in here that's really screaming out at me. I think realistically he is going to be a short price. He's probably going to be shorter than what he is now at the moment. I suppose he's rated 1-2-4. He's coming in here off 11 stone 6. Rebecca Curtis for Tom O'Brien. Tom O'Brien has been having a great season, lads. Like, realistically, I know the statistics are saying different, like 2 from 26, but like he has been putting in some very decent runs on the back of some very talented horses, and I think he's going to get another win here now with Tinkershill Tommy. I know, look at the price is short, but I think if there's a straight up certainty in the race, or in the races tomorrow, I think Tinkershill Tommy is definitely it, and 5-4 is definitely a great price about him. Now, moving away from Ludlow, I'm going to be going to Port now in this one, and this one here I will be going in the 3 o'clock. Frankie de Burle, lads. You cannot look past him here. Like I said, model of consistency. Form line reads 1-2-2-2-1. Last day was very good. He put in a very decent performance to win at 6-1. The one thing I liked about him was he battled back really hard that day. I think overall, like, there's not really much else in here that's going to, like, that has that sort of attitude about them. Like, they just wants a real good dogfight. I think Frankie de Burle, should he stay up on his feet, and there's no reason why he shouldn't, is definitely one of the more likelier ones to be doing battle up, or I suppose in the finish here. I think Port is definitely going to suit him very well. I think realistically, it's definitely his race to lose, and I think should be, like, the £5 rise. I definitely think is fair, and I definitely think if there's a horse that's going to knock him, I don't think he's going to be coming from this lineup here. I just think, look at Frankie de Burle. He's just been, like I said, a model of consistency. He's been definitely I suppose, a solid horse to go back in so far this year, and I think he's got plenty more improvement to come, and he should definitely take plenty of stopping at 9-4. Moving away then from Perth, and we're going to go to Taunton here now in this one. What race was I looking at? The 455, the first race here. Temple Park, for Fergal O'Brien and Liam Harrison claiming £5. I like we're it's going to be like a broken record here, folks. The model of consistency. Farm line reads 1-2-1-3-3-2. Never out of the out of the first three in I don't know how many runs, but um the last time he was out of the top three was when he was racing in Ascot in a hurdle race when he was 5th to 14. Like that, definitely. Like that. When was that? That was 3rd of November 2018. So for 3 years, he's never finished out of the top three. So you want consistency? There you have it. I think 5 to 4 is not necessarily short. I think he has the beaten him on Frere. Like it's experience now more so than the consistency side of things that I'm looking at here. I think Monfrere definitely in time to come probably going to be a better horse, but just experience wise, I just think this Temple Park has more to like about him. I just there's just something calling to me. I suppose if there's a downside to this Temple Park, the trip is probably a little bit short for him. But like I said, he's generally a model of consistency. He's 5 to 4 for a reason. Never out of the top three back until or from November 2018 up to now. Like where could you go wrong? I think it's going to be a great race. There's no doubt about it. But I just think this Temple Park is that little bit too much class about him to go and actually be beaten here now today. And I just think 5 to 4, there's a small little bit of value there. Look at you put on €10, I think you'd get maybe something in along the lines of 21, €22. So it's over double your money. So if we can get over 3 winners tomorrow with these sorts of prices, we've already made profit, and that's the most important thing. Next race then, the 5:30, and this one here I will be going with Tonics. The money is down, folks. We missed the early price. We missed 2 to 1, but I think this lad here is some outrageous weapon. Currently priced, like I said, 11 to 8. Generally, looking at the form basis of things, he looks to be the best by quite some distance here. I think if he's in the same sort of form as he was the last day, I think he's going to. I think he's going to be very, very hard to beat. Was it the last day? He's a 3-run. He's had 4 runs over hurdles. 2nd of 9 was his debut. 3rd of 12 was his second run. 3rd run, then 4th of 11, and then the last day, then he won by 25 lengths. Which is it's no it's no distance to let's just say overlook. I think he's definitely coming in here with a solid chance. I think Ordered Lives, it's hard to know really what the story is. I know, look at it's going to be another great race, but I just think Tonics has that little bit too much class about him or her to really what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's probably enough class to carry her through, and I just think Tonics here 11 to 8 is definitely much better value than Ordered Lives at 11 to 10, and therefore my money is going to be with Tonics tomorrow at 11 to 8. Finally, then the last race that we will be covering here is in Catterick. I wouldn't necessarily be going all into this one, folks, but there's a horse in here, and it's only really I wouldn't even say it's a sentimental horse because it beat my mare that I have hopefully going in fall now. Red Stripes for Lisa Williamson and George Bass claiming £3, but look at he's an oldie, but he's a goldie. Let's just say he's 9-year-old. I I think if he's back to his old self and what he was when he was, say, 3, 4, 5 year old, um, now you're going to have to go a fair distance back to try and find that. But back when he was, say, in 2014, 15, sort of a time, he's look at he was definitely a very, very talented sort. His best overall form on the flat, um, or his best rating he's ever, I suppose, reached, let's just say, is a mark of 84. Now coming in here, what's he on? Um, he's on a mark of 47. So look, make of it what you will. I'm not going to really advise betting on this lad in particular, but I just think he's very, very interesting. If Lisa Williamson can get him back to his usual self, he's way, way. Let's just say, like he's really well thrown in here. If he's back to his old self and he's back to his old form, anything is possible in this game. You just look at the likes of, what's that name of the horse for Anthony McCann? Um, Name has just completely gone out of my head. It's the one that's the Dundalk Stalewart boy. I just can't think of his name now. The big grey lad, he's white and green spots. It just, I cannot think of who he is or what's the name of the horse, but it'll come to me now when this video comes up. I just can't, I can't think of it. But it's something like that. Could be just something that's a bit of, let's just say, wouldn't say a handicap job, but could just be a new lease of life coming into lesser grade on bottom weight, different things like that. £3 claimer on board as well. He's ridden in it. He's coming in here on 9 stone, on 9 stone even, and the £3 off is coming in then at 8 stone 11. So that's literally, look at it. It's close enough to featherweight as you can get. I think, look at, he's going to be coming in here with each way claims, but don't be surprised to see his head in front, basically. But saying that, he would be my least confident pick of the day, and definitely the each way selection at 8 to 1. But look, I'm going to leave it there. Please make sure to keep liking, sharing, and subscribing. Um, if you want to sign up to the Patreon as well, please do so. It's I look at, I leave a link in the description below. It's €10 a month. We've been in absolutely flying form this month between myself, Ryan, and Dean. There hasn't really been too many days this month that we didn't actually have a winner, and we didn't actually come out with profit in hand. So for the sake of €10 a month, you get all that, and as well as that, you get entered into monthly giveaways, different things like that. I'll be doing a monthly giveaway for the group there now, some part of this week. And as well as that, we have a very, very interesting giveaway, say, for next month as well. So that'll be done early on in the month. So if you're going to be signing up, make sure you do it. But either, say, if you want to be in for this month's giveaway, cash giveaway, I'd suggest to sign up now as soon as you can. Either or, if you want to wait for the next month, then like you could say a bigger giveaway, let's just say, I'd suggest sign up early on the start of May. But like I said, it's an automatic payment on the first day of each month. So just bear that in mind if you're going to be signing up. Your subscription will be renewed on the first day of what is it now? It's going to be first day of May now coming. So just be aware of that if you're going to be signing up. Like I said, look at this, €10 a month. People are very, very happy with us there this month. I know there's been a lot of new subscribers, and from what I've been hearing so far from them, like they're very, very happy. So look, thanks again for those who have signed up and everything else like that. But look, if you want to help me out as well, without, I suppose, paying the fee, you could sign up or subscribe to the YouTube or like and share different things like that. Whatever you can do to get the word out there. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of June, hopefully. But look, I know it's sort of up in the air whether we'll get to it or not. But look, for those who are looking in here that haven't subscribed, just please try and help me out and just hit that subscribe button. But look at, I'm going to leave it there. Very best of luck tomorrow if you're going to be having a bet, and hopefully we're back with a bang and a boom tomorrow. Thanks very much.